Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I want to talk about something that stops many people from speaking English confidently. It's not a lack of vocabulary. It's not grammar. The real problem is overthinking. Many of us pause too much. We worry about mistakes, about saying the wrong thing or sounding silly. We think before we speak, and sometimes we don't speak at all. This thinking slows us down and makes simple conversations feel difficult. The truth is, English is learned by speaking, not by thinking first. Mistakes are normal. They show that you are learning. The more you speak, the better you become. Even if it feels wrong at first, every word you say brings you closer to fluency. Start small. Talk to yourself in English. Read out loud. Record your voice. Speak slowly, speak clearly, and don't worry about perfection. Every conversation, every sentence, every word builds your confidence. Fluency comes when you stop overthinking and start speaking naturally. So today, let's speak first, learn from mistakes, and enjoy the process. English isn't just something to study, it's something to live. Many people want to speak English fluently, but they get stuck. It's not because they don't know words or grammar, it's because they think too much. They worry about making mistakes. They worry about saying the wrong thing or sounding silly. They check every word in their head before speaking. And the result? They say nothing at all. Overthinking is the enemy of speaking English. It steals your confidence, slows you down, and makes simple conversations feel impossible. But here's the secret. English is learned by speaking, not by thinking first. Mistakes are normal. Mistakes are proof that you are learning. Every time you speak, you improve, even if it feels small. Start simple. Speak slowly. Speak often. Speak even if it's not perfect. Talk to yourself in English. Record your voice. Read out loud. The more you practice, the easier it becomes. Soon, you'll notice your words flow naturally. Fluency comes when you stop overthinking and start speaking. Your confidence grows. Your fear fades. And finally, English stops being scary. It becomes a part of your life. It is something almost everyone faces in life. That problem is overthinking. Many people think too much. They think before acting. They think after acting. They think at night. They think in the morning. They think about the past. They think about the future. And because of this, they forget to live in the present. Overthinking looks harmless, but it slowly steals your confidence, your peace, and your happiness. It makes simple things feel heavy. It turns small decisions into big problems. It creates fear where there is no danger. Many people do not fail because they are weak. They fail because they think too much and act too little. Think about this for a moment. How many times did you want to do something but you stopped because you were thinking too much? You wanted to speak but you stayed quiet. You wanted to try but you waited. You wanted to change but you delayed. Overthinking always sounds intelligent, but most of the time it is only fear wearing a smart mask. Life does not move at the speed of thought. Life moves at the speed of action. Thinking is important, but only to a point. When thinking becomes too much, it becomes a prison. You start living inside your head instead of living in the real world. You replay old mistakes again and again. You imagine future problems again and again. But the truth is simple. The past is finished. The future is not here. The only place where life exists is now. Many people say they want confidence. They ask, how can I become confident? They think confidence is something you wait for. They believe one day confidence will come and then they will act. This is not true. Confidence does not come before action. Confidence comes after action. When you take a small step, confidence grows a little. When you take another step, confidence grows more. Waiting does not create confidence. Movement does. Children understand this better than adults. Children try without fear. They fall, they stand up, they try again. They do not overthink mistakes. They do not say, "What if I fail again?" They fail and they move on. Adults are different. Adults think too much. Adults want everything to be perfect. And because life is never perfect, they stay stuck. Many people are tired, not because life is hard, but because their mind never rests. Their body is sitting, but their mind is running. They are always thinking about problems that may never happen. This kind of thinking creates stress. Stress slowly turns into fear. Fear slowly turns into avoidance. And avoidance slowly turns into regret. Regret is a heavy feeling. It comes not from trying and failing, it comes from not trying at all. People rarely regret action. They regret silence. They regret waiting. They regret not speaking, not moving, not choosing. Overthinking creates a life full of what if? What if I tried? What if I started? What if I believed in myself? These questions are painful because they have no answers. Let me tell you something important. You do not need to have everything clear to start. You do not need to feel ready. You do not need perfect conditions. Life does not wait for clarity. Clarity comes from action. When you move, things become clear. When you stay still, confusion grows. Many people think strong people do not feel fear. This is not true. Strong people feel fear, but they do not let fear control their actions. Fear is a normal emotion. It is part of being human. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is acting even when fear is present. Overthinking makes fear louder. Action makes fear smaller. Another big problem is living too much in the past or the future. Some people are stuck in the past. They think about mistakes, losses, and pain. They blame themselves again and again. Other people live in the future. They worry about money, health, success, and failure. Both ways are harmful. The past cannot be changed. The future cannot be controlled. But the present can be used. When you focus on the present moment, your mind becomes quieter. When you give your full attention to what you are doing now, overthinking loses power. The mind needs direction. If you do not give it direction, it creates worry. But when you focus on simple actions, the mind calms down. Simple living helps reduce overthinking. Complicated plans create stress. Simple actions create peace. You do not need to fix your whole life today. You only need to do one small thing well. One small step is enough. Progress is built from small steps, not big jumps. Comparison is another reason people overthink. They look at others and feel behind. They look at success stories and feel small. but comparison is unfair. Everyone has a different path, a different speed, and a different story. You only see the outside of others, not their struggles. Comparing your inside to someone else's outside will always hurt you. Focus on your own growth. Ask yourself one simple question. Am I better than yesterday? Even a small improvement matters. Growth is not loud. It is quiet and slow. Many people quit because they do not see fast results. But real change takes time. You also need to learn how to speak to yourself kindly. Your inner voice is very powerful. If you speak to yourself with anger and criticism, you weaken yourself. If you speak to yourself with patience and encouragement, you grow stronger. You would never talk to a friend the way many people talk to themselves. Change that habit. Another important truth is that rest is not weakness. Many people think they must always push themselves. They feel guilty when they rest. But rest is part of strength. A tired mind overthinks more. A rested mind thinks clearly. Balance is important. Work when it is time to work. Rest when it is time to rest. Consistency is more powerful than intensity. Doing a little every day is better than doing a lot once in a while. Overthinking often comes from trying to do everything at once. Slow and steady action builds confidence naturally. Some days will be good. Some days will be bad. This is normal. Do not judge your whole life by one bad day. Do not stop because of temporary failure. Keep showing up. Keep moving. Even on days when you feel weak, small actions still count. One day, if you keep acting, something interesting will happen. You will notice that you are thinking less. Decisions will feel easier. Fear will feel smaller. Confidence will feel natural. This change does not come suddenly. It comes quietly. But when it comes, it stays. You do not need to become someone else to live confidently. You only need to stop fighting yourself. Accept who you are now and work gently to grow. Life is not a race. It is a journey. Overthinking makes the journey heavy. Action makes it light. Remember this simple idea. Think less. Act more. You do not need perfect thoughts to take a step. You only need courage to move with imperfect thoughts. Life rewards movement, not overthinking. If you take one message from this lecture, let it be this. Do not wait for confidence to start living. Start living, and confidence will come. Use your time. Use your energy. Use your life. You are stronger than you think, and your life is waiting for you to move. If you learn this skill, English will come out naturally, without fear, without stress. Listen carefully, because this lesson can change how you speak forever. Why thinking too much blocks speaking? Fluent speakers do not think sentence by sentence. They flow. Overthinking is the biggest enemy of speaking English. Your brain is too slow for speaking. Thinking in grammar takes time. Speaking needs speed. When you think, tense, grammar, vocabulary, your mouth waits. And waiting kills flow. Fluency is speed, not perfection. Overthinking creates fear. Thinking too much creates fear. You ask, is this correct? What if I'm wrong? This fear freezes your mouth. Fear does not come from English. Fear comes from thinking. Speaking is a physical skill. Speaking is not only mental, it is physical. Your mouth needs practice, not your brain. When your mouth is trained, words come out automatically. Children speak without thinking. Children do not think grammar. They speak. They learn by making mistakes. That is why they become fluent. Adults overthink. That is why they struggle. Fluency comes from habit. You do not think while walking. You do not think while driving. Why? Because it is a habit. English speaking must become a habit too. You must allow mistakes. Fluency and mistakes come together. If you wait for perfect English, you will never speak. Allow mistakes. Flow will come. Simple anti-thinking exercise. Today, do this. Speak English for 5 minutes. No stopping, no correction, no thinking. Just speak. This trains your mouth to move faster than your mind. Stop thinking. Start speaking. Your mouth learns faster when your mind is quiet. Lesson 2. Stop translating in your head. If you want to talk English without thinking, you must stop doing one dangerous habit. That habit is translation. Most English learners do not speak slowly because they lack vocabulary. They speak slowly because they translate every sentence inside their head. Now we will break this habit completely. Translation is the biggest enemy of fluency. Let us be honest. When you want to speak English, what do you do first? You think in your mother tongue. Then you translate into English. Then you speak. This process is slow, very slow. Speaking needs speed. Translation kills speed. That is why your mouth stops even when you know the words. Your brain cannot translate and speak together. Your brain has two modes: thinking mode, speaking mode. Translation keeps your brain in thinking mode. Fluent speakers stay in speaking mode. You cannot do both together. If you translate, you lose flow. If you want flow, you must stop translating. Translation creates fear of grammar. When you translate, you worry about sentence order, tense, correct words. This creates pressure. Pressure creates fear. Fear blocks speech. Fluent speakers do not translate. They use ready-made English patterns. English is not math. It is sound. Math needs calculation. Language needs sound. When you learned your first language, you did not translate. You copied sounds. You copied patterns. That is how English must be learned too. Sound first, meaning later. Fluent English is built from repeated patterns. Fluent speakers reuse patterns. Examples: I think. I want to. I need to. Let me. These patterns become automatic. When patterns are ready, thinking disappears. Make English a natural habit. Thinking disappears only when English becomes natural, and English becomes natural only when it becomes a daily habit. Now you will learn how to turn English from a subject you study into a language you live. 1. You think less. When something becomes habit, you do not think while walking, brushing teeth, using your phone. Why? Because these are habits. Speaking English must become the same. Habit removes thinking. Habit creates automatic action. English will speak itself. One day, if you practice daily, speak freely, allow mistakes. One day you will realize you are speaking without thinking. This moment comes quietly, but it stays forever. Simple daily English habit routine. 15 minutes. Every day 5 minutes, speak freely. 5 minutes, listen and repeat. 5 minutes, think in English. That is enough. You do not need perfect English to start speaking. You need courage to speak imperfect English daily. Stop thinking. Stop translating. Start speaking. If this video helped you, like this video so more learners gain confidence. And subscribe to our channel, because here we turn silent learners into confident English speakers. English will not come when you think more. English will come when you speak more. I hope you enjoyed this journey with us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe my channel for future lessons.